Hello, hi. I'm gonna play the 3.4 quest. Do I sound excited? No? Good, because I'm not. And let me tell you why. I have already played the story once. Because I have two accounts. I have played the story on my main account, and I am pretty upset that I did that because on that account I had Finon, and I wanted to play the story with him to give some deliver realness, to serve some immersion. But I got too excited after I got him, and I just went ahead and played the story. So now we're gonna play with all his dead homies. Sir, I am going to need you to stop growling for once. Now that it's been a while since we all lived that trauma and we've had the time to recover, I'm here to traumatize you again. Where am I going? Where? I went in a circle. I went in a circle, yo.
What are you doing here?
His voice! Oh my god, I skipped over it because I forgot that he was voiced. I got so used to him not being voiced that I forgot that he's voiced. It feels so good to hear him again. I'm so sorry, King. Let me let you talk.
What are you doing here? Where's Finan?
Also, there's a squeaky cute sound in the background. It's you can hear it right now, but you could hear it earlier, and that sound, that's my parrot. So I'm sorry I can't shut him off, but I think it's cute. So hopefully you don't mind that.
At some point earlier, they suddenly froze in place, not moving at all.
I mean, he's not exactly frozen in place. He's still levitating and aura farming. Chest before anything else.
The Flame Reaver isn't pursuing us. Could this really be some kind of divine intervention?
Well, yes, but actually no. There are no thoughts behind this face. There are no thoughts in that little head.
It has been a while, nameless of the Astral Express.
It reminds me of Finon's face when Zagreus told him that he's Zagreus.
The place where you stand, Amphorius, is a world constructed from data and memoria, an experimental field of a certain eon.
Can we please go to an actual world that actually exists? Because in Penacony, we were basically in a dream, so still Memoria, and now we're in a scepter. Can we just, for once, go to an actual place?
And now, this isolated sandbox world is rapidly falling into a third path. Destruction.
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 However, the accidental crash landing of the express car notwithstanding, both of you were able to successfully land here. There must be some principle behind this we have yet to fully grasp.
Maybe it was part of Lygus' plan. I wouldn't be surprised, that creep.
Am I dreaming?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh no. Have I accidentally walked onto some weird path?
So, if we come to this place after a neon gazes upon us, does this mean that Huli gazed upon March? But that also doesn't make sense because March was supposedly an emanator way before now. Or not March, but Cyrene, or whatever the fusion between March and Cyrene is called. Elysia.
Have I done something crazy without remembering? Unless forcing Pom-Pom into new outfits and borrowing Mr. Yang's shoulder massager counts. Hold up. No way! Stepping onto the path of elation can't be this simple, right?
Girl, that ain't enough to get you a hus gaze. What? Have you seen the Path Striders of Elation? Sampo and Sparkle are not to be messed. They are absolute menaces. Biggest menaces in the entire game. It's Sparkle and Sampo. Yes, I stand on business. I love this sequence because everywhere I look, it's just pink-haired girls. And as a girl obsessed with pastel pink, I love to see.
We met in that memory space. You said to me,
All the way 2 years ago. For people who don't remember, it was Fushan's character quest basically, but they turned it into March's. And what happened is that March wanted to find out about her past with the help of Fushan, but this chick or whatever other chick from the Garden of Recollection kept interfering and telling her that I'll let March say.
the value of your life does not lie in what happened in the past, but in the present and the future.
She also told her that it would be really dangerous if she found out about her past.
The situation is dire. Your lost memories, they're crucial to the Garden of Recollection.
Well, this much is true. Oh,
What
my
are you doing in a
God.
place like this?
That's so disturbing. They have no light in their eyes. Everyone in this patch is imitating Aventurine. Aventurine, and we know from later in the quest that Finon also. That, by the way, spoilers, because I've already said this at the beginning of the game, so it's kind of implied. But I will be giving spoilers from the quest throughout the quest because I've already done it, so I already know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna talk about it. So if you watch this but you haven't done the quest and you don't want to get spoiled as we go through the story, don't watch it because you're gonna get spoiled. Because now I'm gonna talk about something that happens later in the quest. My bird is singing. Later in the quest, Caslana also goes the Lifeless Eyes route. So Aventurine really is setting a trend. Unfortunately, it's not a trend that I am enjoying. Please leave these guys alone.
The trailblazing journey just isn't the same without you.
You know what? I can't even blame March because I too would fantasize about these two glazing me.
This empty space has been my home for ages. I barely remember what time feels like anymore.
I was waiting for her to say that because, and once again, spoilers for what's gonna happen in the story in this version. I was waiting for her to say this because I want to understand why is it that only Caslana went insane. I understand that going through cycles and having to murder your friends for millions of times is definitely gonna drive someone insane. But sitting in an empty space for so long that you don't remember what times feels like anymore also sounds to me like it could drive someone insane. And making imaginary friends, because she's gonna talk about that. So why is it that only my boy went insane? You know, give us equality. Drive both of them insane if you're gonna do that.
I know what I need to do. I'm going through that gate. Into Amphorius.
Girl,
They're absolute disasters waiting to happen. They won't last 5 minutes in a new world without me.
when I'm in a self-glazing competition and my opponents are March and Cyrene,
Your story awaits, March. Make it an epic one.
strut girl, yeah.
You okay there, friend?
No,
Something seems to be bothering you.
yes. I hope Dalang is okay, I really do. Now that he's finally voiced, they're making him leave. I'm going insane.
If anything, he's the one worried about you. But I'm here to watch over you now.
Watch over you. As our world leans in, the ones who walk the infinite paths embrace their destiny. As the Theoros, it is my duty to witness the world's future and oversee this final call for ritual on their behalf, the trial of world bearing.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, Skrillex says you're a fraud.
Deliverer, the fate of all worlds rests in your hands.
This is yet another case of the illusion of choice. He doesn't have a choice. I mean, yes, the fate of all worlds does rest in his hands, but nothing's gonna change. Because if he doesn't do it, the Flame Reaver will do it. And guess who the Flame Reaver is?
As the Theoros, I declare,
What the?
Amphorius has determined her path.
You just said 1 minute ago that you're done with the Theoros charade, so why are you doing it again?
Very well. I need no longer maintain this Theoros masquerade.
Oh my god, you're so lame.
Step forward, heroes. Follow her path and see it through.
Don't tell me what to do.
The golden lakes of that beautiful new world. He shall wash himself clean.
Reference to that juicy trailer? Listen, I know this entire story is heartbreaking, and that's why I'm popping up so many jokes and I'm trying to make light of the situations because I cannot cope. Otherwise, I legit cannot cope anymore. Can't even
Allow
skip
me
it.
to
You can't do
humbly request that you
anything!
find a moment to listen to what I have
I
witnessed.
do not want to live.
It's been by your side, accompanying you throughout this long journey. Right now, it awaits you ahead. In that brave new world, beyond the end of Genesis.
Okay, so now that you're done yapping, I just want to ask you, do you really think that moment gave what you thought it gave? Do you really think you did something there?
Ah, it's you. Whoops, I fell asleep there.
Cute, so cute. Oh.
What a strange dream I had. It's gone now, though. But look, perfect sunshine. The day is still young.
This smile. Yes, same.
Looking at you, someone's still half asleep. Tell you what, catch some fresh air first. I'll hang around here.
I'm half asleep because you're so dreamy.
Many mysteries like in this village.
I messed something up and I don't know what.
Veil.
Got my audio settings messed up there. Never mind me. We'll just move on from that. I think it was Legas hacking into my laptop for being such a hater. You're not stopping me, Flop.
Still fantasizing about being in heroic adventures and imagining yourself as one of the characters? That's the kind of thing kids do, not grown-ups.
So what?
Don't you agree? And since you're playing along
No,
with his
I don't.
antics, who are you pretending to be today?
I'm a grown-up and I'm delusional every day. And I'm fine with that. In this economy, we need something.
Earlier, while napping on the swing, I had the strangest dream.
I'm sorry, I really love her, I do, but who naps on a swing? How do you do that? I'm asking because I too want to snap on... To snap? I too want to nap on a swing, but legit, how do you do it? Unless it's one of those fancy swings that are kind of like a sofa thingy. But this kind of swing? Where do I go? We do the optionals too.
The weather's great today.
Why not torture myself while we're at it?
In the sunlit bar.
Oh my god,
amid
no.
My unfinished little soldier? After all these years! Hey, this is the one Mrs. Pythias confiscated. Finally back in my hands.
Finan, Cyrene, where are you two headed?
Speak of the devil. Mrs. Pythias, is school out already?
No classes today. This morning, I used fallen leaves for a reading, seeking Orynyx's wisdom. They warned of potential injuries, so I gave everyone a holiday. Besides, it's harvest season. There's plenty of other work to be done, even without classes.
With you being our only teacher in ID Silicii, you must be working so hard.
Anything for my students. I don't mind the work. When you travel far from here, you must visit the Grove of Epiphany for me, to see what a true haven of wisdom looks like. By the way, what are you looking for in here? You've been searching quite thoroughly.
Thank you, my friend. Time to take our soldier
could
home.
I snitch him out? No! How could I snitch out that face?
All right then, I should be going. It might rain tonight, so don't stay out too late.
So this is where the wooden figurine you carved during class ended up. And here I thought I knew all your hiding spots.
To be honest, I'd forgotten all about it myself.
Near the water.
Slow down, kids. You'll trip.
Thank you. We'll be careful.
Hello? I am under the water.
I could just...
It's mine. I caught it fair and square.
You did not! It's mine!
Finan, Cyrene, come quick. Look at this huge bottle I just caught.
Give it here! My rod, my catch! I only let you borrow it, remember?
What's got you two so worked up? Here, show me.
Oh, they got the bottle of Finan's childhood musings. Damn, he's always been a yapper. What the hell is detention? Oh, it's... Is it like detention, like in school? And the hoe. So true. It's me. I'm a
Wait
hoe
a
for
second.
him.
This is my old wish in a bottle. How did it end up here?
Ooh, I want to see. What did little Finan wish for?
Not happening. This stays sealed.
But I already read it though.
I really thought tossing that bottle into the sea would carry our wishes beyond ID Silicii.
In this world, even the bottles go through a cycle. Do you see this? Everything associated with Finan is it's cursed to just go through cycles. I just stopped to look at the flying birds. One just spawned into existence.
Hey, I was just copying those storybook heroes. They never take the beaten path.
The same goes with, like, open world games. If I'm not on a rooftop or the middle of the forest, I'm not playing. But what do I
The
know?
girl before you.
Shut the
You
fuck
can't
up.
help but wonder.
Maybe worry more about whether the fairies will let you in. After all, The Remembrance Maze has an invitation-only rule. Only children with pure hearts are welcomed.
So the Aranaras then. I will say something very controversial. Sumeru is my favorite nation. I miss it so much. The Sumeru rainforest, I will never get over that.
Whoa! Look who's finally back, Memmy! Snowy, you've grown so tall and dashing. I couldn't even tell it was you at first.
Oh, he's dashing alright.
We had to grow up. Sometime.
But look at Rini. She hasn't changed one bit. How fascinating.
I don't think that the fact that she still literally looks like a child is a coincidence. Maybe it is because, well, I'm not gonna get into the whole discussion of Hoyo's designs, but I think in Cyreni's case it's not a coincidence. It has to do with her remembrance roots, maybe something. I don't know. We'll see.
Perhaps I'm like you, Rayleigh Mem. Just another fairy of the maze.
Welcome back, my dear children.
So, the Oracle cards?
How about we hear what the chief has to say first, my impatient friend?
Sorry.
It means that beyond the veil, in the vast lands, far from Ides Elysiae, a great calamity is on the horizon.
Yo, why is she dancing? Why is she A great calamity is on the horizon. Starts dancing and doesn't elaborate further. I wonder if Ides Elysiae was the first place where the Black Tide manifested. And I think it was.
The ruler stands for discipline, authority, and glory, but frequently also points to isolation and warfare.
He also stands for might.
Might. If you want might, he's got might.
The deliverer. According to the tripartite prophecy, this card means absolute harmony and perfection.
There is nothing harmonious about his fate. Unless... Oh my god, final emanator of Sheepei confirmed.
The sleepy village of Ides Elysiae, in just one fleeting moment, welcomed an array of legendary figures. The Weaver,
Glaya,
Gatekeeper,
Treeby,
Ruler,
Mighty,
Traveler,
Cypher.
Servant,
Who's servant?
Healer, and
Hyacinth,
Scholar.
Anaxa. Who's servant? Who am I missing? Oh, is servant Casteress? I mean, she's the only one I'm missing, but I don't really see the connection. I'm too dumb for that. See, this is why I keep saying that Phynon is everything. In just this image alone, there are so many Phynons. Or Kaslana, or Chaos, however you want to call him. 1, 2, 3, 4, Flame Reaver 5, 6. I'm sorry, but can we just appreciate the chest size here?
They brought tales of raging battles, of cities.
Shut up!
What's the point of dying rich if you never lived rich?
She's so right about that, and that's why she's one of my favorite characters. I get that to a microscopic level. Not that I'm living rich, not in this economy, but we take what we can get. Did someone honk just now?
I detest the word wish. It reeks of mortals crawling before their gods. My life's work is done. all that remains is for you to take the final step and prove the ultimate truth.
The depression... I will never get over the depression this man has.
No way I become friends with this half-naked show-off, right?
Says the guy who in the very first trailer greeted us tits first. I don't want to hear it line on. Yes, you will be dragging this poor man to the bath with you 2 times a day. That's insane activity.
Horrifying. Is
Yes.
that really something I'll enjoy one day?
You'd be surprised what the half-naked shop can do to you.
Cyrene, may I have that deliverer card?
Of course. But why?
Although those voices, visages, and wishes may seem far away now, I can't ignore the sense that something is calling me, bidding me to take a hold of it. Maybe its true weight can only be known once it's in my grasp.
That damn deliverer card will curse your entire existence. Do not, I repeat, do not take it.
Black Tide. That's what this calamity truly is. It consumes all in its path, sparing none but the Membrance Maze.
What is so special about the Membrance Maze that even Black Tide can get to it? Plot twist, the Membrance Gaze. What am I saying? Plot twist, the Membrance Maze is the Garden of Recollection. Boom. All the Memo Keepers are actually just cute little men. Boom.
Finan, what path do we take?
Why are you asking him? You said that you're more mature than him. It's again one of those situations where even if I tell him to stay here, I'm still gonna have to choose this one. Because he's literally programmed like that. Like when I say programmed, I mean that in the most literal sense. What was his name? Nikos? Nikos something.
Yet I'm glad he's chosen to walk this path.
Well, that makes one of us. I think most people figured it out already, but this is a recall to the debate in 3.1.
Why, Finan? Aren't we the best of friends?
I am once again asking myself, why am I doing this again? Wasn't going through the story enough? But wasn't... well, I can't even talk. Wasn't going through the story once enough? Why am I doing this? I am not having a good time. This is not a good time for me, okay? It is in fact not a good time for anybody. Raise your hand if you're having a good time. No hands were raised. There were no hands in sight. Nobody is having a good time.
When the Black Tide arrived, the wavering boy found resolve in his companions, and together they ran toward their first battlefield.
And this fuck-ass piece of metal is making it even worse.
A boy, covered in wounds, buried the dead one by one. His silence heavier than the earth he moved.
I'm sorry for being nitpicky, but where is Irene in all this? Because we know that in the original timeline, she survived until the end. She survived until they had to reset. So why is he alone? Why is the boy alone?
Through countless city-states, the smiling visage of the white-haired swordsman was etched into memories.
Why is he traveling alone? I don't get what I do not understand what happened. Did they get separated into the chaos? I do not understand. It pisses me off.
Onward he walked, until the call of the flame chase journey thundered across the land. In the vision painted by prophecy, humanity would triumph over the gods, seize the core flames, and ignite a new dawn for Amphorius.
By the way, this basically confirms that in the original timeline, Phynon was at least as old, but most probably even older than Aglaya and Tribi, because these events happened before the Flame Chase journey began, and the call of the Flame Chase journey began with Tribi, and we know Tribi and Aglaya started the Flame Chase. Well, technically it was Celiosi, but we're talking about the call for the Flame Chase journey, and we know that was made by Tribi. And we know Tribi is 1,000 years old at least in this timeline. Well, she is in the timeline that we're currently in, but maybe in that original timeline, actually, maybe it was differently. Although I don't think so. I don't really think so.
My existence is of no consequence.
I hate this so much. Why is he saying this? I thought he wanted to be a hero. If you want to be a hero and you want to protect everyone, your existence is of consequence, because you can't protect if you don't exist. You know what I mean? I think, therefore I exist. Yes, I protect. I protect, therefore I exist.
When the Gold Weaver called, he answered, traveling to the holy city. There the elders met his warrior's spirit, with nothing but scorn, condemning him to the barracks in derision.
I genuinely do not understand this part. I know the elders generally in fiction are the absolute worst, but why would you lock him up just because he's passionate? I like it that from all of the things they could have shown us as important in Phynon's journey, they're showing us his first meeting with this guy. That's important. Yes, that is very important to the plot. Of course.
Of course, Lycus disappears right when I need answers.
Flop behavior.
I hope you still remember your purpose, new recruit.
You seem awfully confident, Kremnoan. Let's see how you define the idea of weight.
I'm sorry for going into technicalities, but how are they even hearing each other? They're very far away, and they're not even talking loudly. It's very funny that I'm playing with Mighty on the opposite side of Mighty. Ah, by the way, if you go too far away, they call you back.
Where are you going, comrade? Come back. We need to decide this here and now.
Sorry.
Now this is a tough one. What can I possibly offer against a ring that signifies so much? Well, comrade, what does your gut tell you?
The Deliverer card, of course.
Looks like we really are on the same wavelength.
Of course. Yes, we're soulmates. We are soulmate trust.
This is suffocating. Like the whole world's weight is on my shoulders.
Did you get the Kefali reference? Did you? The grunts and moans were relevant to the plot. I do not need your fake-ass pleasantries.
You'll take over Time's authority, and we'll return all the core flames to the Vortex. Then put this world's fate to its final rest. After which, we shall all face oblivion. Or embark on one final grand journey.
Oh, it was not final.
The so-called Deliverer is nothing more than Emphorius' own delusion. A pitiful fantasy.
You're
that could
pitiful.
defy fate's plea.
We're going to Act 3? No. We're back with the flop.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. A total of 33,550,335 times.
I was about to say that I never want to hear this number again, but honestly, outside the context of this game and outside of the context of Emphorius, where else could you even hear this absurd number?
You go turn the world's biggest lie into truth. Let me become the first wind of your new world.
Why does she look like she's looking directly into the camera? This timeline, I do not mess with this one. This one hurts the most.
Hey, little one. Are you scared?
He's a brave little guy. Yeah.
As brave as Hyatt. Stay close, little Ika. What? No, not you two. I see. I won't squander your kindness, your hopes. So please, keep this bit of sky standing for me.
No, this confirms that in this cycle, Anaxa didn't die when he surrendered the core flame of Cersei's, which is cool. It's nice to see him get to the end.
Oh, getting ahead of ourselves, are we? Have you forgotten so quickly? I died for truth long ago. What walks with you now is but a thought in your mind.
I was wrong! No! I was wrong! I forgot! And I hoped. Maybe I was delusional. You know, sometimes we delude ourselves into thinking things we wish would be true. Oh, but yeah, I forgot that Bion has that stupidly vivid imagination. He's just as delusional.
Yeah. Just leave it to me.
Time for that wretched executioner to pay what they owe.
Yeah, you can bet that if I were to do something with my imagination, it would be to speak at the same time with a really cool character.
Will be forever irreversible.
You think you're so smart, but you're actually just playing yourself. You're gonna regret this. How do I know? Because Cyrene told us that this will be a romantic story like none that has come before. So trust, everything will be fine. And yes, everything will be fine with Finon too! His name starts with Fine!
The Flame Reaver.
Hoyoverse, give me a Finon skin with Flame Reverse clothes and my life is yours. his ass!
So, in the end, you succeed. Executioner. With my flesh as kindling, light the first dawn of the new world. How is this possible?
Creepy side. Keep it away. Yeah.
We witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. That person can only be you.
Before, in the last version, you said it can only be me. Make up your mind.
Why not let wrath incinerate fate? Chaos.
I don't see enough people talk about this, and I feel like I need to talk about it. Everyone keeps calling the original Finon Kaslana, but isn't that like his last name? And from what I gathered from this thing that just happened, his first name is Chaos. Right? Wrong? But then again, Chaos is from the previous cycle. So it's so confusing. I do not like time shenanigans because I'm too stupid to understand them. I'll just refer to the original Finon as Kaslana and whatever.
That's right.
Absolutely not.
If you recall, I mentioned it at the very start of our play. The celestial body neuron, once belonging to the erudition, abandoned by the Eon.
I think a big reason why I dislike Leica so much, well, there are many reasons, but the voice actor is doing such a good job at making him sound absolutely beyond unhinged. Why are you so proud of this revelation? Why are you so proud of this revelation? What do you think you're doing here? Because you're not giving what you think you're giving. Final Era Nova before the eternal recurrence begins. When Cyrene and Finon make that decision to basically doom themselves to eternal suffering. I was having a good time, but then... What am I... No, I'm not having a good time. What am I saying? I was having a bad time, but now I'm having an even worse time because they already are putting Finon's song in the background, and I'm telling you, I never want to hear this song again. I fully mean it, because this is the kind of song that gets stuck in your head. And the first time I did this quest, I did it all in one day. And let me tell you, for that entire day and the next day, this song was all I had in my head, and I tried my damn hardest to get it out of my head because it's too sad for me to bear.
We are just characters in this tiny world, following the prophecy, stepping onto the same journey over and over.
Let me reread that with the words above. We are just characters in this laboratory, following the program, stepping onto the same extrapolation over and over. Yeah, this takes all the whimsy out of it.
Unleash its fury.
Oh my god.
And destroy.
That sounded absolutely awful! What was that? It sounded like a dad clearing his throat in the morning. I want to interject here to mention, to remind you what, and to remind myself what Black Swan said about the Garden of Recollection in Amphorius, because we have been focusing a lot on the erudition and Amphorius being a scepter, and on the destruction and how it corrupted the scepter, but we're forgetting about the remembrance and the Garden of Recollection. And I'll put that scene of Black Swan explaining what she explained.
Bruh.
Wow. Saying what she said about Amphorius, because it's important, and I feel like we're looking over it and we shouldn't.
For some memo keepers of the garden with extremist views, it is a perfect example.
A perfect example of a what?
A world that can only be seen through the garden's mirror means that memo keepers have the right to keep the world in their private collection. If those Pathstriders of Remembrance were to uncover the secrets of Amphorius first, they might unleash their wild ambitions and remodel more worlds into a similar form.
So, the reason you did everything you could to convince the Express to come to the Star Zone is just to uncover the secrets and foil the plans of these people? Or are you one of these people and you want to get ahead of the game?
I chose to remain quiet before, because I did not want to involve you in the garden's internal conflicts.
That sounds a little too innocent for you. Remodeling a world is not an easy feat. These extremists likely aren't just simple Pathstriders. Do they wield the power of emanators? Exactly, because holding an entire world as your personal collection is an absurd amount of power.
You can be even bolder with your guesses. The people that I'm talking about, they aren't just individuals. They are an organization that has already attached itself to the pinky finger of Fu Li.
Oh, and by the way, this is not me saying that Cyrene is sus, but maybe that someone from the garden is somehow manipulating things too, because we've known them to be weird, especially with March. And yeah, I think they have a very big influence that the game is the game and the lore videos, because we got a lot of those, they are ignoring on purpose, because, you know, we will get them when Cyrene's banner drops.
As the Theros I have observed, instruction synthesis is formed.
I will wait for that day, for as long as it takes. The day will come whenever the universe turns and follows in our footprint to write anything that ever was.
I just want to say that the first time I saw this scene, I was in the trenches. I was on my knees, I was on my hands, goosebumps all over. When that chorus began singing, I threw myself out of the window. I was out. Absolute cinema already. Please give me a moment when I can stop the recording and exit the game. My laptop will evaporate just like Finon's tears.
Friend.
Okay, fine. So I take back what I said earlier. His first name is Kaslana. Then what the fuck is that scene where the Flame Reaver is calling him Chaos? What is that about? Is it just some Flame Reaver madness shenanigans? Am I overthinking this? It messes me up because for Kevin and Kiana, Kaslana is the last name. So why is it his first name?
The convictions and choices that come from my heart. I don't believe they're designed by the so-called paths.
You're literally .exe program. I don't know how to tell you. I think that's why he can't actually choose his fate, because he's literally programmed like this. And when I say literally, I mean literally.
Literally. Ya Allah. Cyrene has already embraced her fate.
No! They already took the light out of his eyes. I noticed it from my first playthrough, but I didn't think it happened so early. I thought it happened as he went through the cycles. But they already took the light out of his eyes. I'm so sick and tired of falling for the characters with lifeless eyes. You have no idea how exhausting that is. You know, I have black eyes, and in certain lighting, I too look like I don't have any light in my eyes, and it looks very creepy, so maybe that's why I like them. I love that screen, by the way. That is art. That is art.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
You actually already know my name.
You mean Finan? Such a name could never be your true one.
Why not? Ever since I started Emporius, I never understood why everyone finds Finon such a weird name to have. Why is Finon the weirdest name? They cannot even bear to think that it's a real name. So let me get this straight. Does this mean that in this cycle, in this specific cycle, Cypher died before Hycelins and Sirydra? Because the apocalypse is coming and we know that Cypher was the one holding it back. So, and now Hycelins and Sirydra are alive, but they're alive to the very end when the apocalypse came. So, right, is this what this means? That Cypher died earlier than them?
Nice moves.
Yeah, I could see some more moves of his. Sorry. These ascensors make some really weird noises.
Dux Goldweaver. Little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
Little Hostage is a horrible nickname. Never do nicknames again.
The prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here, at least not in this era.
I am so confused. So they are somewhere in... So they are saying that they're very much in the past? But they're during the apocalypse. I don't get it. This It's this map that's confusing me.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Tribi. The Finan of this world has not yet been born.
I do not get it.
In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you.
Okay, never mind what I said earlier. If the Finan of this world has not yet been born, then there's still a long way to go until the Era Nova. So why are we on the map where the world is already crumbling? I do not understand.
The burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour, then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds of the next entry hour.
You know what I'm noticing? Finan is very, and I mean very detail-oriented. So if he's so detail-oriented, why is he so bad at antique appraisal? I'm sorry, but I need to talk nonsense, otherwise I will break down just like him. The first devastating failure. No, wait, no need to crush him like that. Come on. What's the roast there for?
No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always remains as harsh as ever.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles and crush them in their cradles.
You know what? Maybe Anaxa should have been the one to go through the cycles eternally. Maybe he would have found a better solution by pure brattiness alone.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me. We've all made preparation.
Oh. What? What the fuck? Sorry about that. I guess you can tell when I'm recording this, huh? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that immersion breaking experience.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought.
Wait, so she called Anaxa pretty boy. Yeah, she's right. She's on her shit.
As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down.
I won't say the same thing twice, cat girl.
Okay, so we have Pretty Boy and Cat Girl. Yeah, those two seem to get along well.
Here we go. Again.
He's so sick of this too.
This gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue.
Okay, this is a lot. We have Pretty Boy, we have Growth Boy, and we have Gloomy Little Brat. And honestly, Gloomy Little Brat is like the best description I have ever heard of Anaxa. Again. Why are they suddenly giving me a tutorial as if I've never done this before?
If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster Emporius has ever known.
Those are some heavy words to throw around, Zagreus. And I'm afraid I can't even disagree with them.
And the number of core flames I carry is
1,596.
Now that's just Anaxa flexing on how smart he is, because I couldn't do that calculation if I tried.
Yes.
Not the song again. I am begging you. Not the song again. Subject strategy now nearly identical to eternal recurrence number 42. Mind function degradation detected with possible irreversible damage. No! It's saying possible. So that means that it's not, it didn't say with guaranteed irreversible damage. We can fix him. We can fix him, trust. I don't want to read this part. You guys read it yourselves.
Use the flames of your fury to scorch your own flesh.
He's already doing that!
24,041,183.
Is he still keeping count? Oh, maybe. Oh, goddamn. It's always the white-haired boys. It's always the white-haired ones, I'm telling you. Maybe it's like with Kaneki in Tokyo Ghoul, where, you know, with the 1,000 minus 7 thing, to keep him sane. Maybe he's keeping count of the core flames and of the cycles to keep some semblance of sanity.
Must burn that idol of destruction to the ground.
Do you see how his
How
goal
is it any different from
has changed?
brutal future?
Now it's not like I must absorb the core flames to keep the cycle going.
Don't let time burn away in vain.
It's
So without substance.
he has to bring down the Nook. I am, for the 33 millionth time, asking myself, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I playing this again?
The
Worse.
23,570,000th cycle came to an end.
I was about to say that we're close to the point where we are now, but then I remember there's like 10 million cycles to get there, so I shut myself up.
Then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly.
We can fix him. We can fix him. Trust me. We can and we will fix him.
This is the cycle you're about to enter.
Oh my god. Oh my god, no!
The dreams you had as children. The deliverer in the prophecies. A real, living, breathing person. You finally found him.
I want to kiss this entire little face. Look at it. Just look at it. Why are they doing this to me? You know, if they hadn't made him so adorable and lovable, this wouldn't have hurt so much. It would have been more bearable. But they just had to make him like this. They had to make him like a puppy. It's no coincidence that everyone calls him a puppy. And no one wants to see puppies hurt, right? Right?
This is my flame chase journey. You were never meant to be a part of it.
This is our flame chase journey. You know, this is completely unrelated, but I just remembered when we first got to Amphorius and we had an option to say that we and Phainon look like twins, and I was very confused by that because at least in my opinion, Kaelas and Phainon look nothing alike. But this version of Phainon, the Demiurge, Kaslana, their face, like his face and Kaelas's face, they do look similar. Even to the bottom lashes they have on their eyes. So everything was foreshadowed. I love this scene because it's like a rap battle and Kaslana just obliterated Floppas. He was so savage and in the best way possible. It was so satisfying to see the the absolute burns he delivered to this man. Yes, I live for that.
Even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. Uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score, 33,550,336 to 0.
I'm trying so hard to contain my laughter, you have no idea. He's destroying this man. That's why he's the emanator of destruction. He's not an emanator, but you know what I mean.
Lord Finan?
He sounds scared. Did you notice how he sounded like a loser just now?
You are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak of fate and choice?
You can't kill me.
Doesn't make it any less satisfying.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet.
You know, we've been known that Finon is a savage. We've known it since 3.2, since the debate. We've known it since then. So I shouldn't be that surprised that he's delivering roast after roast. Please stop fighting and turn into a rapper. Please explain to me what the hell Nanook has gone through to become an Aeon that this man hasn't gone through. How is he not an Aeon by this point? How is he not the Aeon of Strife? There should be a new Aeon, and it should be that of Strife, and it should be Finon. You know what? Maybe Sephiroth is onto something. Maybe there really is beauty in destruction. Listen, I've seen a lot of people dunking on him for only barely managing to scratch Nanook, and to all these people I just want to say, you've played this game for nothing. At this point, might as well just uninstall it, because you've understood nothing. And I know this isn't actually what happened, I know this is just part of the simulation, but it's still symbolical. And this game loves foreshadowing too.
Turn. His existence.
I'm so tired of hearing him. I don't want to listen to him yap anymore. Listen, this is cute and all, and I'm all up for spending some quality girly time with my girly girl over here, but right now the only thing I want is to take Finon to a spa. I don't know, to a therapy session, to fishing, to a massage, to anything. That's all I want to do right now. But I know we're not gonna see him anytime soon. This was exhausting. That's all I have to say. I'm exhausted.